What's going on, y'all? Today I'm doing another video, and today's video is going to be a Q&A. So I posted a beautiful picture on my Instagram, and I basically asked y'all to ask me questions to answer for this video, so that's what I'm going to be doing right now. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you'll see updates on there like regarding like quick tips, other things, even Q&As like this. So make sure you follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. It's SeanBrown99. Also, if you're new here and you want to see more trick tips, you know, videos of me learning tricks, just advice in skating, make sure you consider subscribing. I'm super close to 40,000 right now. It'd be super awesome. Once I hit 50,000, I'm doing a giveaway. So make sure you subscribe and also turn on those post notifications if you want to be notified when I upload a new video like this. So honestly, I'm looking at this Q&A and there was like 2 people that kept responding to all the questions that people were asking. I guess they thought it was funny, but man, I didn't think it was that funny. But I guess I'll like work my way around just to try to answer most of the questions, even though it's taking up a lot of space. So bully.ywa says best skate shoes out there. And honestly, I don't think there's any like specific skate shoe that's the best out there, because everyone has a different preference with, you know, what's on their feet. And I do think there's like different kinds of shoes. There's like the skinny shoes, which I think are better for like, you know, just flat ground tricks and kickflip related stuff. And then there's kind of like the mid-tier shoe, and then there's like bulky shoes, which are better for like heel flips and going down stair sets because they have more like support. I'm a person that either likes the skinny shoes or the ones in between, so I think the best for me is Etnies Maranas, just because I think, like, you know, they're just slightly bulky. They're not too bulky though, but they're good enough where I feel like I can do my flat ground tricks and also do tricks down stair sets. So if I say Etnies Maranas are pretty good if you want to start off with those. I think they're just like a pretty good overall skate shoe. 240 Cap says, what's your goal in life? Dang, it's pretty deep, but I'd say, you know, I don't really have a specific goal. I think for me, I'm just a person who really appreciates just learning a lot of things. And that's why I really liked skateboarding, because it gave me opportunity to learn a lot of things. So, you know, you learn new tricks, you learn tricks on different obstacles. It's just a whole bunch of learning that goes into skating and a whole bunch of progression. And I think that's one of like my true passions. I don't really have a true passion for like something specific. It's more like I just like to learn a lot of things and, you know, just see my progression with, you know, me going through those things. So if I had a goal in life, I just, you know, I want to learn as many things as possible and really just, you know, just keep learning pretty much. HVR SVD says, do you ride your trucks tight, medium, or loose? So for me, I don't think I have them too loose or too tight. It's like somewhere in the middle, but I think I'm a little more on the loose side just because I want to be able to like turn while I'm on my skateboard. Because if you have them too tight, you have to tic-tac too much, or when you land, you don't have as much like leeway with how much you can turn on it while you're landing. So sometimes if you have them too tight, if you land, then you might, you know, fall off. So I put them more like in the middle, if anything, more to the loose side. Skinny_cucumber asks how to get over fear when skating. I actually have a video that goes over why you can't commit, so make sure if you want to check that out, click the card in the top right corner. Here, quick plug. But basically with, you know, fear and committing, it's all a mental game. There's really no secret to it. All you can do is like, you know, do your best to, you know, treat it like milestones, go with the easy stuff first and work your way up to the harder things. But really, it's just one of those things where you just have to go for it. You just, like, I really can't explain. It's all in your head. Skateboarding, I'd say, is like almost 70% mental, maybe 30% physical. It's really, you know, just a mind game. So really, it's just about, you know, time, practice, you know, how much you get comfortable with it. Just make sure you keep going for it and don't let it get in your head too much. Just don't be too scared of it. So MJP_skate_snow says, do you do YouTube full-time? If not, is that your plan in the future? So do I do YouTube full-time? No, I do a lot of things. I don't think a lot of people notice what goes behind the scenes. First, I'm a college student, right? I'm about to be a senior when I go back to school and I'm gonna graduate. I'm studying systems engineering. Another thing is, you know, I have an internship currently right now as a system engineering intern with Fidelity Investments. Then I also do some like side work on the side with like digital media stuff. So, you know, I'll do anything from like working with graphics or like doing video edits for people. And then another thing on the side is YouTube, and I don't want to like treat it too much like a job. Like, yes, I do make money from it, but I don't want to get like too serious about it because I feel like it just takes the fun away from it. So like, obviously, yeah, it's like nice to make money from here, but I don't think I'm gonna treat it like a full-time job. I'm definitely gonna see like how long I can continue doing it, because I've been doing my internship and still being able to keep up my YouTube, also college. So it's like I feel like I can still keep it going. It just may be not as frequent when I actually have like a full-time job, but I'm definitely gonna, I think, like still try to upload videos the more, you know, I go through life. So S.EHT says, are you good at switch and what tricks can you do? So am I good at switch? I say I'm alright. I definitely need a lot of work. It's mainly just flat ground tricks for me that I switch. So what tricks I've done switch ollie, switch front 180, switch back 180, switch pop shove it, switch front shove it, switch heel flip, switch kick flip, switch varial kick flip, switch varial heel flip, switch front side heel flip, switch big spin, and then some things I don't have clips of is like switch shove revert, switch front shove revert, and like some other stuff. So most of it's flat ground. I say I'm alright. I don't really have too many flat ground tricks that are like, you know, normal conventional skate tricks. So I say I'm alright. And one thing I want to like take a quick turn on this and like kind of answer the question of like, what is the secret to skating switch? And I think there is no real like secret to skating switch because it is not really too different. The thing is, you just have to start skating switch. A lot of people think there's just gonna be like magically a moment where you'll just get good at skating switch. Well, you have to start at some moment. Now, I will recommend, like, if you're just learning how to skateboard, like, it's gonna be, you know, harder learning switch because you're still learning, you know, your basic tricks. So I would say, like, you can honestly start whenever, but I would say to start learning switch when you get your basics down, like maybe all the way up to kickflip, because you can treat it as like relearning, you know, the tricks over again. Because the thing is, think of it like this, right? Even if you're like sucking at your switch tricks, you think you're not getting any better, just think of it as like if you never attempted skating switch at all and then you try to go to it. Now, if you spent all your time practicing up to the point where you decided to start skating switch, you would have been a lot better since you actually put in the work for it. So really, skating switch, you just have to go for it. It actually becomes easier once you've already, you know, learned most of your regular tricks. I'd say learn them regular first, because you just take the same concepts, but you learn them while skating switch. Now, one little quick tip when you're skating switch, make sure you flip your board around, because your nose is basically going to be the tail, since like if you think of nollie tricks, you're popping off the nose. So you still want to pop off the nose with your same like popping foot, so you're popping switch foot. So that's just a quick tip with skating switch. So Johnny.Bowman says, do you believe some people are just naturally gifted at skating, or is that not a thing? And honestly, I think it is a thing. It's like with anything in life, honestly. There's going to be people who are just naturally good at stuff, but I don't think you should use that as a way to like not go for something that you're interested in. So with skateboarding, I honestly was not a naturally gifted person with it. It was really hard for me in the beginning. I had a lot of friends that were just way better than me. I always sucked in the group. But the thing is, they eventually kind of like slowed down with their skating, and I kept going at it, and now, you know, I'm like a lot better than them since they stopped. Yeah, they may have been better than me if they kept going, but it's just like a thing I like to think about. It's like, as long as you keep going for something, you keep practicing, and like when you're practicing, you're actually putting in hard work and trying to make yourself better, you will become better over time. So don't let that, you know, let you shy away from doing what you want to do with skating. Even if you're not naturally gifted, you can get better. I'm just proof of it itself. You know, I'm not like the best skater, but I definitely have improved, you know, since my early stages in skating. Skater_guy.e says, what are the best bearings? Bones Reds, hands down. You have to get those. Oh goodness, I don't even want to say this username, but the person said, how much money do you think you spent on skateboarding since the day you started? And honestly, like, I've spent a lot of money because I've been skating for so long. So I'd say like when I started paying for my own skateboards and other equipment was like probably when I was like a freshman in high school. Right now I'm about to be a senior in college, so it's been almost like 7 to 8 years now of me skating and buying my own stuff. So I would say, you know, being generous, either several hundreds of dollars or maybe a couple thousand probably, but that's over like the span of several years. So yeah, I've gone through quite a bit of boards, shoes, all that stuff you can name. It's a lot. Ben_Whitener says, do you remember meeting me at skills competition? I'm actually going to check your profile real quick. I already saw this before, but I actually do remember you because I remember, I think you were doing fire safety training. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you guys don't know what Skills USA is basically like, you know, there's different skills you can go to competitions for. I did like filmmaking. I lost really bad though. But I met Ben there, and when he came up to me, you know, he said like, oh, like, are you Sean Brown? Or like, at the time, I think I was Fricky Fresh Boy. I'm not sure which one I was. But he asked, you know, if it was me, and I remember like, when you said that, I got like a whole bunch of cred from my friends. They're like, oh my gosh, like, someone actually knows about your YouTube channel, like, you know, from outside, you know, like a real person. So it was pretty cool seeing that. But yes, I do remember you. Trevor.skates_15 said, who/what got you into skateboarding and YouTube? So like I mentioned this before, but early on when I was like really young, probably like 4th grade, What got me into skating was Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I remember my like brother actually played the game, like my older brother. He doesn't even skate, but he played the game and showed us it. And I remember like I thought it was really cool. And I was like, you know, why don't I actually try to skate in real life? Realized I was horrible at it and I kind of gave up on it. But later I saw people in 8th grade, for me, like they were starting to skateboard. I was like, oh, like I used to skateboard, let me try it again. And during that time, that's when I got like introduced into Braille skateboarding on YouTube, and also Chris Chan. So pretty much like a mixture like Braille skateboarding and Chris Chan like inspired me to start a skateboarding YouTube channel. Now let me just like remind you that I had my YouTube channel since 6th grade, but nothing was related to skating. I just made like weird skit videos. But what started me to get like a skateboarding YouTube channel with more of a purpose was like Braille and Chris Chan. Sam_Nichols34 says, are you sponsored? I am not sponsored, but I've gotten free stuff, and I think I've gotten free stuff because of my YouTube channel, not because of my skateboarding skills. I'm just gonna put that out there. Who is Hib says, you ever get hurt? I've got hurt plenty of times. So Finn Faulkner says, top 3 essential things to have when skating. Okay, so it took me a while to come up with an answer for this, but I don't think there's really like, you know, too many skate essentials. And I'm not sure a lot of people are gonna like this answer, but for top 3 skate essentials, I say first, you know, I would recommend having a skate tool. I use the silver skate tool. Seriously, this thing is so awesome. Only because, you know, it has like a file for your grip tape, right, when you're setting up your board. It's got all the things to set up, like, you know, your trucks, your wheels, and then you got the bolts, right? The thing that's nice about this is it is a ratchet, so like you can just, you know, easily just quickly tighten your board up. You don't have to take too long setting it up. It's not too much. I think it's like 20 bucks. I actually have a link to this on Amazon. It's in the description. I actually have my whole board set up in the description as well, so make sure you check that out. So a skate tool, next thing you want is your phone, because you definitely want to be able to film clips. You can even use a camera, but you know, most people have a phone of some sort if you're old enough. And it's just a good way to, you know, capture your skating. You can actually see what you're doing wrong, you know, if you film your skating. So make sure you actually film all your clips. And then lastly, this thing is really underrated. Make sure you bring water with you to your sessions. Sometimes I forget this, but really bring water, maybe get some Gatorade, because seriously, you will get dehydrated if you skate too long and don't drink your water. So please drink your water, y'all. Okay, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. Seriously, if you enjoy videos like these, make sure you subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you can see when I upload videos like this. Also, if I didn't get to your question, because I answered these pretty fast from when I posted it, make sure you also comment down below some more questions if you have any, and I'll like take some time to answer those too. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, y'all. We're close to 40,000 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe. Once we get to 50K, there will be another giveaway, and seriously, it'll be huge, so make sure you subscribe, tell your friends about me. Thanks so much. See you in the next video. Peace. No, I'm really just